Hello everybody! Today's gonna be a little different. As you can see, we have a beginner's TFT guide, okay? This video is sponsored by Riot. By the way, Riot, I'm a big fan. I play a lot of your games and I like them a lot. That all being said, let's get the heck into it, shall we? Okay, so back in set 1, this is when this game originally dropped. It was pretty basic, okay? Nothing crazy about it, no insane curveballs. And people absolutely loved the game. I think Riot had like 2 months to put this entire game together, and they actually ended up pulling it off as a nice proof of concept through set 1. And after they got millions and millions of players, they're like, hold up, we're on to something here. And they created set 2. Set 2, they added a little extra element of the game, hence Rise of the Elements, where they had little bonus trait stat giving things on the board here, as you can see. And honestly, I think they know that they dropped the ball on this one. People were expecting more, but then set 3 came out and every game was different and they knocked it out of the park and their player base skyrocketed back up to the moon again, okay? And from then on, it's been home run after home run, because in set 4, they created something called the Chosen, where you buy a champion and that champion was mega strong right from the get-go, okay? Although it was very hard to balance in competitive, it was extremely fun for casual players, okay? And that brings us to Reckoning, set 5, good versus evil. This is probably the most intricate set that they have come out with because there's so many different things you can do with the items that you get, okay? We'll get more into all this in a bit. And when I originally first saw this set, myself as a regular player was pretty intimidated with how hard it was to pick up, but played it for a bit, fell in love with it, and that's what I'm going to try to do with you guys today. Whether you're a new TFT player or a casual TFT player, let's dive into it. But before we do that, the reason why this game will always be fresh and relevant is because of the system they have. After set 2 came out, I said, oh my god, Riot is mad frickin' genius. And I'm not just saying that because this video is sponsored and whatnot. It legitimately genius. So these are all the champions in normal League of Legends that you guys may have played. And for different sets, they take about like 40 to 50, maybe 60 of them. I'm not really quite sure. And they add abilities to all of them and give them traits. So what I'm getting at here is every 4 months, they can refresh the game completely and make it feel like a whole new game, but it still has the same base mechanics. That's why I think this game is gonna be popular for so long, and I'm gonna encourage you to hop on board with set 5 starting today. Let's hop in the game and check out some of the game mechanics to lock down the basics. Now, I know what you guys are probably thinking, Buns, how the heck do you win a TFT match? That's what we're going to be talking about today, okay? Each champion will start out with, little legend, I should say. Each little legend will start out with 100 HP. And the last one standing wins. And normally, there's 8 people competing in a match, but for the sake of this video, there's only going to be 2. Now that you know how to win, let's get down into the nitty-gritty, okay? Stages. First off, it's going to start with a carousel, then it's going to go into a PvE round, which is you fighting monsters and minions and whatnot. Then the PvP will start. But you're probably thinking to yourself, how the heck does this whole combat system work? Okay, you buy units from the shop like this, and then you place them in however you want, and then the units, hands off the keyboard. They'll do all the work for you once you place them in combat, okay? So it's your brain before the combat actually starts that has to do all the work, and then once your work is done, from then on out, you're good to go. Probably could have said that a little better, but let's go on to the next thing. Okay, champions, they cost gold. Okay, as you can see me buying champions here. Here's my gold. Some champions cost more than others, some little less. Here are some, oh, you can also get champions from orbs just like that as well. There are many different ways to actually earn gold, okay? One of them is passive gold after every single round. Another way is just straight up winning a round versus another player, as well as going on win or loss streaks against other players. And last but not least, econ gold, where if you have 10 gold, for example, like this, after this next round, we're gonna get a bonus gold because we're holding on to some, okay? This is us about to lose to an enemy player right now, but don't worry, we can fix that. This is also something unique to this set where you can pick items in the shop just like this. Let's rock with this guy, alrighty? But things you can spend your gold on are champions, like this, or pressing this button to get a new, fresh batch of champions to choose from. and as well as leveling up. Notice how we have percentages of getting these tier champions. If we level up, those odds change, and we can put in an extra unit. So now that you know what to spend your gold on, you're probably thinking, okay, how do we create the best monster on the planet? Well, it's gonna come from 1-star champions, 2-star champions, and 3-star champions, okay? In order to get a 2-star champion like we have this guy, it takes 3 of the same, okay? So we're looking for 1 more of these guys to create a 2-star. Bada bing, bada boo. And then to create a 3-star, it would require 3 2-star champions, okay? So repeat that process 2 more times and you get an almighty champion. And believe it or not, that's not the only way to power up your champ. I probably should have put him in the game over these guys. Notice how this is a 2-star and these guys are all 1-stars? Yeah, I just made a big mistake. But don't worry, we'll get it next round. We actually might win this bad boy ourselves. But you're probably thinking, Buns, okay, pretty cool. Can you make your champions even stronger? Oh, heck yes you can. All right. There are items that there's like a base item that's not that good. Okay, this is a tier, gives 15 mana. But if you combine that tier with another item, you can create something amazing. All right, let's take this guy for example. If you combine one of these with a different item, that creates something much better. This doesn't just give a few stats. This shows that every time you cast an ability, you gain health for the rest of combat. Also, something that I want to highlight that Riot is highlighting this set as well is shadow items. Okay, this adds so much versatility to teamfight tactics, it's ridiculous. Notice how we take a chain vest and we pair it with a tier. We create Frozen Heart, right? Great. Reduces the attack speed of nearby enemies within 2 hexes by 35%. But let's take the shadow chain vest, combine it with Frozen Heart. It creates Frozen Dark Heart, okay? Reduces the attack speed of all, okay, okay, we're just gonna speed this part up. Reduces the attack speed of all allies within 2 hexes, but it adds a little negative effect as well that you have to keep in mind. The attack speed of all allies, except the person who has it on, within 1 hex also has their attack speed reduced. So, you guys have to constantly make the decision of whether you want the drawbacks that these effects offer, but they are better in some aspects. Take a recurve bow and a tier, for example. Okay, creates static shiv. Every 3rd attack from the holder, you unleash lightning where it bounces to 4 enemies, dealing 70 magic damage and reduces their MR as well. But take shadowed bow with the tier, for example. Instead of every 3rd attack, it is every other attack. But the drawback is whoever's wearing it has minus attack damage. So maybe you want to put this on like a mage carry instead. There's now so much to think about, so much that goes into it. And ultimately, I love how this game is easy to understand, but extremely hard to master. I think those are the best kind of games. So the goal is to create items just like this and pair them up with other good items to create exactly what you're looking for. That'll obviously take some time to get the hang of because certain items are way better on certain champions. And it's something that, like I said, might take you a hot minute to get down pat. It's something I'm still learning every single day, especially because this set has the most intricate item set of all, which sounds intimidating, but once you get the hang of it, it makes it beyond fun because of the endless possibilities you can do, okay? And when this set first came out, like I said, I was a little intimidated. But after I got the hang of it, it is my favorite set of all. So there's no better time to start than right now. And there's definitely more to it, okay? Positioning. Let's say we really want to kill this guy right here. We would then put our units, or should I say some special assassin units over here that are gonna jump straight on top of it to take him on out, okay? And when it comes to positioning, it's still something I'm learning every single day. It's still something very experienced players are learning every single day. So don't feel bad for not picking it up right away. Alrighty? And Warwick, you mind cleaning up this fight for me, buddy? Let's see if this guy can kill them all. Alright? I believe in you. I believe in you. You got this. With this special item, He might actually be able to pull it off. Ziggs, don't even think about it. Don't even think about it. Don't even think about it. Oh, wow. But we didn't die completely. Notice here's another PvE round where we'll have the opportunity to possibly gain more items or gold. Who knows what it's gonna drop. Now for one of the trickiest parts at all. You're probably thinking, what the heck is all this stuff to the left over here? These are called traits, synergies, origins, whatever you want to call them. We'll call them traits. Where if you pair these up together, you'll get bonus stats, okay? So each champion will come with about 1 or 2 traits. For example, Gragas. This guy is a Dawnbringer / brawler, okay? If we put in another brawler, if we put in 2 brawlers, we will gain 400 health. If we put in 4 brawlers, we will gain 1,000 health. And there are also a ton of interesting new traits with Reckoning as well, which you can see on the screen here. And I think it's just another reason why you guys are gonna fall in love with this set. So here's one brawler. Now that we have 2 on in, we get the 400 bonus health. Here is another brawler. We need to find the last one. Let's level up. I just rolled past him. Oh my, wait, he's right here. Okay, we're good. This will be our 4 brawler setup to give us 1,000 bonus HP on all of those brawlers, okay? That right there, pretty strong, alrighty? And that goes for combinations across the board. I think someone did the math. There's over 1 million combinations you can make with all the different champions you could possibly use. So literally the possibilities are pretty much endless. So have fun with that. And starting out, I recommend just picking one of these bad boys and rolling with it. For example, let's go with this. We'll sell you and put in our 4 brawler bonus. So all these guys are mega tanky. And something I forgot about the whole positioning shenanigans. You're generally going to want to put your beefier guys up front and your damage dealers in the back. And I am going to be 1000% honest. With all of that information, you are ready to play Teamfight Tactics, okay? I'm not joking when I say that, all right? And don't feel bad about starting out if you're new to the game, considering you're only gonna screw over yourself. There's not like teammates where they're gonna absolutely rage at you if you play poorly, okay? So enjoy and enjoy sucking and just enjoying all the new aspects of the game that you have no idea about, that you plan on learning about. This is your first time watching anything Teamfight Tactics related. I'm confident you'll fall in love with the game as I did when I first started playing. And if you already do play TFT and you're just like, Buns, why the heck are you making this video? Send this to a friend of yours that doesn't play Teamfight Tactics, and maybe they'll fall in love with it as well, so you can hop in games with them and steal all of their items in the carousel. Okay, let me give you an example of that after this round. This bad boy is coming down to the wire. Warwick, do what you can, big guy. Do what you can. Don't let me down. Oh, got the win, got the win. But this is what I was talking about with your friends, okay? Obviously, all these circles are going to be filled up. Let's say he wants a certain item. You can go run over there and take it from him. Unfortunately, he already got the item he wanted. We'll rock with this. But as I was saying, you now have all the tools that you need to become a TFT master and start experimenting with all the different combinations you can make today. Also, fun fact, this game is both available on your mobile device and the computer. So have fun playing Teamfight Tactics, and thank you again to Riot for sponsoring this video. Oh, also, if you drop a thumbs up, it'll help hit the YouTube algorithm to bring more new players into the game, which I would appreciate a lot. Bye!